Let me just tell you briefly what I ended up doing to solve that, and you can tell me if it's a bad idea. After doing some Googling, I came up with this common password in passwd as having this minimum UID, which was set to 1000. If I look at our password, our users, I see that I have two local users. The Ansible user is in fact 1001, and the user matter user is 1002. So they fell within the minimum UID. So when I increased that to 10,000, the problem was solved. And so maybe I'm out of the woods at that. Fact of the matter is, I don't even need to go that high. I could put it at 1100 and the problem would go away. But the only question I have is, if I run a pbedit command just to see what the user IDs are on our Samba or our Active Directory users, these users' IDs are quite high, so no problem. Administrator says 0, and I did have some question as to whether that's going to cause me any problems or not, or whether you feel this is a reasonable solution to the problem of typing, and instead of saying enter new password, it would say enter current Kerberos password. So now it's behaving normally, which is great. So I'm all set. Okay, I've been digging into this a little bit deeper, and what I have found, there is a web page here on the Samba wiki, and it talks about the SMB-CONF file. Most importantly, though, it lets us know how these numbering systems work. Local system users and groups will always be from 0 to 999. Local Unix users and groups start at 1000. And domain users and groups by default start at 10,000. So local Unix users and groups can be expected to fall between that 1,000 and 9,999. So we want to make sure that we start it at this 10,000 number. I've got a local, but by default, strangely enough, it appeared to be starting the users this minimum UID of 1000 simply doesn't seem to, it seems to be wrong. It was 1000 out of the box when I used my Samba tool to set it up. Setting that to 10,000, which is definitely going to be the right approach, ensures that it adheres to this rule right here. So if anybody sees anything wrong with that, let me know, but otherwise that's what I'm going to modify, and I think that'll solve the problem. There is another page here at this URL which specifically talks about editing SMB-CONF with the attribute ID map config. So let me just, okay, let's see, there it is right there. So ID map config, and you can put your range as to whatever you want it to be. Let's see, ID map config standard range. So this appears to be dealing with that. I'm not an expert in this area, so I'm probably not going to add these to my Samba setup, at least not at this time until I learn a little bit more about it. But that is the page that seems to give us more intel on that. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and increase my number to 10,000 and assume all the automation will do what it's supposed to do. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.